Kia ora, my name is Vic Thomas. I'm an independent marriage celebrant based in Ōtautahi, Christchurch, and the founder of the My Celebrant app. I'm really looking forward to showing you how the app works. I'm going to jump on here and share my screen with you so that I can walk you through all of the features. Hopefully you can see that now. This is our home page. So My Celebrant app is a web platform and an app. So it can be accessed at www.mycelebrant.co.nz through any web browser on any device with internet access. And it can also be downloaded on Google Play for Android users. My Celebrant app is not available in the App Store. However, you can still use the web platform on your phone or Apple device by going to the web address www.mycelebrant.co.nz. So when you would like to sign up, head along to this page and click I am a celebrant. Or alternatively, if you've already signed up, you can log in here in the top right hand corner. If couples are coming to this homepage to find themselves a celebrant, they can sign up by clicking We Are a Couple, or they can come directly to the directory and search for a celebrant here. Once they've selected a celebrant, they will be prompted to sign up. Once you have created a public profile, this is where it will be displayed for prospective clients. So they can use the filtering system up here to narrow down their search to suit their needs. And then they can browse through available celebrants here. Pop into mine. Once they've found a celebrant that they're interested in, they can click into the profile, have a read through of the description that's provided, look at the gallery, and then decide on the package that they are interested in. They can then select Book Now, which will send an inquiry to the celebrant that they can either accept or decline. So everything happens all in the one space. We've got the directory, the booking, and then there is the contract, invoice, and payment that all works through the web platform or through the app. Okay, if you need any information about the pricing, there is a pricing tab here, and there is also a support tab. Regarding pricing, there is an unlimited monthly and an unlimited annual subscription. The unlimited annual subscription is better value for money as you get 1 month for free. If you are a CANS member, so an active member of Celebrants Aotearoa New Zealand, then you are eligible for a 10% discount. So simply enter the code CANS10, C-A-N-Z, numeral 10, to access your discount when prompted to sign up. With support, if you've got any questions for me, any feedback or suggestions, please feel free to contact me here, or alternatively email me at hello@mycelebrant.co.nz. If you need any support, there's the FAQ here and also some help articles that will be able to guide you, but anything extra, then please don't hesitate to reach out, as I'm here to ensure that you have the best possible experience. Okay, let's sign in. So once you have logged in, you can ask My Celebrant app to remember you so you don't have to enter your details every time. If you forget your password, please select this option down here to reset. When we sign in, the first thing that we see as a celebrant is our dashboard. So this is an overview of everything that we need to manage our ceremonies. And I'm going to run you through each of the individual sections once I've shown you how to manage your profile or set your profile up. Let's jump into the Manage My Profile to get started. So none of this is currently able to be seen by anybody else while I'm working on it. This is the back-end management stuff. However, once you do want your profile to be public, then you can select a wee button to show off your information to prospective clients. So fairly straightforward. There are a couple of tabs down the left-hand side, or if you're on a smaller device, then they'll be along the bottom of your screen. Please note that while some of the app does autosave, The pages that do not currently autosave have a big green Save Changes button, so please make sure that you press that. So simply enter your name, if you have a YouTube video or a YouTube channel, and a web tagline. The tagline is the description that pops up in the directory underneath your profile picture when people are scrolling through different Celebrant profiles. About me, you can format this text how you'd like to. Please note that there is a link or a hyperlink button here. So if you do have other socials like a website or Instagram or anything like that that you might like to link in, please feel free to do so. Simply highlight the section that you want to link, click the link button and insert the link to take couples to that space. Your booking policy is not your contract, but it is a list of your expectations that will be provided to couples when they inquire to book with you. So they must read your booking policy before they submit their inquiry to you. You do not have to have a booking policy, but it is highly recommended. My booking policy is very similar to my contract, but I have different contracts based on different packages. So my booking policy is the most comprehensive, covering absolutely everything, and then my contracts are tailored to suit the different types of packages. I'm also very happy to share the booking policy with you. If you would like to have a look at it, please just let me know. When you have set up your profile and you're ready for it to be available to the public, please click this button here, allowing couples to browse and find your profile in the directory. If you want to, you can allow couples to book instantly without you confirming. If you are somebody that likes to double check dates and times or your availability, then please do not select this box. Everybody should be ticking this box as a celebrant in New Zealand. The reason that this filter is here is because we want couples to know that when they come to this space, they do not have to ask us if we are cool with officiating their wedding. We want them to instantly know that this is a safe space and that everybody is welcome here. Please select the region that you live in and where you're willing to travel to. Then you can select your invoicing system. So there are 3 options here. You can choose to use PayPal, which is an experience that allows couples to pay directly through the app. So what this means is that invoices will be automatically generated, couples will pay through the app, and then the app will pay you out. There is a transaction fee, so please be aware of that if you choose this option. Alternatively, you can select the built-in option. This means that invoices are still automatically generated when a couple books with you. However, they will be paying through their bank or through a separate platform, which means that you need to check that that money arrives in your bank account. Or if you're somebody that likes to manage your invoices in a different way, or perhaps you use another system such as Henry or Xero, then you may choose to keep your invoicing separate. So you would select Do Not Create Invoices. If you have selected any of these options and you need to add an additional invoice for a particular ceremony, perhaps you're offering additional services like MC services, or maybe there's an extra charge for travel or using your PA system, then you can always add an invoice later on manually to that ceremony. So we come up to the tabs on the left-hand side or along the bottom if you're using a smaller device, and head into our gallery. So our gallery is where we can upload photos that show us doing our work and any branding that we may have or qualifications that we may have. Please make sure that you credit commercial photographers in the caption and do not edit their work in any way. Please also ensure that you have permission before using any photographs from both your clients and the professional photographers. You all know the drill. Now we come to packages. So this is where we create the packages that are displayed to couples that they can use to book through the app. So to add a package, we click the green Add Package button, and this is where we input all of the information that's related to this particular package. I'm going to show you an example of one of mine. Registry ceremonies can only be performed by validated members of the Celebrants Association or Celebrants Aotearoa. So if you are not somebody that has VCANS status, please do not use registry ceremony in your title, as we'd like to avoid confusion. Please do feel free to use language like short and sweet ceremony, or a legal ceremony, or an intimate ceremony, but please avoid registry ceremony if you are not VCANS. So we pop the title that we want displayed up here. Then we include a description. Again, you can insert hyperlinks if you want to. So for example, I like to include information from the Birth, Death and Marriages website, and I use that hyperlink down here to provide that information. You can then insert the price of your package, and when this is displayed on your profile, on the directory, it will say prices from this particular amount that you've put here. That means that for any packages that are not registry ceremonies, as we're not legally allowed to charge more, you then have the option to discuss with the couple if there are going to be any additional fees. So from this amount. If you know that there are going to be seasonal surcharges for packages that are not registry ceremonies, so for example, if you charge more for long weekends, or you know that your pricing is going to go up next season, then you can insert however much the increase is going to be and the dates and times that you want to include, or you want that surcharge to come into play. So if, for example, it was a personalized ceremony and I was charging $500, and I know that next year I would like to charge $50 more, I would put $50 in here from next season's dates. You can remove here if you need to. You can then ask for a deposit, a fixed amount or a percentage. And then we move into adding in our templates. Now I'm going to show you how to set up your templates. When you come into this space, if you haven't created any templates over here on the left-hand side, then this section will be blank for you. Once you have created your templates, they will show up here so that you can attach them to a package. A template is a document such as a contract or a form such as a questionnaire that you would send out with every package that is booked, and you don't want to have to do it every single time. So by creating a template and attaching it to a package, when a couple books with you, the app will automatically push those documents and forms out to them so that you don't have to do that admin yourself. And then we have a to-do list. A to-do list is created for you, and it's also created for your couple on your shared planning platform. So there's a couple of things to note here. I'm just going to close out of this and bring up a new package to show you what it will look like for you. So you've filled in all of this information about your package, and then we come down to the to-do list option. So you can use the system default tasks, which is a task list that I have created based on my own processes. And if you choose to use it, it means that you cannot edit it from this space. So it's a really great starting point, but it won't be personalized to you and your processes, as it's based on the way that I run my business. If you would like a starting point that you can edit, instead you can untick this box, come down to the drop-down arrow, load a task list, and select the My Celebrant app recommended defaults. These ones here will not show up for you, as they are for my own packages that I've created. Once you've created your own packages, then those task lists will show up for you. However, you will have this one, mycelebrant.co.nz recommended defaults, which is the same as the system defaults, except that once you add it in by clicking overwrite, you will then be able to edit it. At the moment, when this is displayed here, you can see that it's in alphabetical order, which obviously doesn't make a lot of sense because I wouldn't be sending out a congratulations to my couple before they've even, paid their balance or signed their contract or actually gotten married. However, each of these items will actually adjust so that they're in an order of due date once a couple has booked, as each of these items is based off of the ceremony date. Something to note here is that some of the items are in bold and some of them are a little bit lighter with an eye icon with a line through it. If they're a bit lighter with the eye icon with a line through, it means that those items on there have been hidden from the couple's view and they are only visible for the celebrant. There's also a wee icon, looks like a speech bubble with a question mark in it. This means that a description has been provided for the couple about this task. And finally, there is a wee envelope icon, which means that an automatic message has been set up, or a wee reminder has been set up to be pushed out to the couple at the date that you have selected. Now, if you've selected to use this system defaults list or the recommended defaults list, then you can tweak it to suit by clicking on an item, coming through, reading the description, and then you can edit that here. You can change the due dates if you want to. You can hide it from the couple's view, or you can provide some requirements. So requirements are things like if you would like the app to automatically tick off a task once it's completed, you need to tell it how to be able to do that. So for example, if this task was to do with uploading your ID, then we could say, once this file has been uploaded, please tick it off the list. Or if the item was around signing a contract, we could say, once this document has been signed, please tick it off the list for me. So you don't have to give requirements if you're happy to manually tick things off yourself, but if you want to save yourself some time, that's the way that you can do it. If you would like to create an automatic message to be sent out or a reminder to be sent out in relation to this task, you can click the reminder button at the bottom, insert the message you want sent, and when you want it to be sent. An example of this might be something like sharing the name change information. So for me, couples often ask about what happens if they want to change their name. So I've saved myself a little bit of time by creating a task that is only visible to me, so the couple can't see this on their to-do list, and they will get a reminder message sent out to them with all the information that they need about changing their name, and it gets sent out 28 days or roughly a month before their wedding. If you want to, you can delete or save any changes here. Now, if you decide that you want to add some tasks that are specific to your processes for this package, you just click Add Task at the bottom and then save it once you've added it on. These buttons down here are for the whole package, not the to-do list. So if you press delete, it is going to delete your whole package. So please be aware of that. Now, before we move into templates on the left-hand side or down the bottom on a smaller device, I just want to remind you that this section here is to do with the templates that we're about to have a look at. So these are templates that I have created for my packages. You may not have any displayed here at the moment if you haven't experimented with this yet or set anything up. So there are two options here. You can create a document template, or you can create a form template. You'll see the document has a picture of a document and the form has got the wee speech bubble with a question mark. Now, remember, templates are the things that you want to get sent out automatically to couples that book with you every time they book a particular package, so that you don't have to manually share this information with them. So we can add a new document or a new form. So with the document, we can say what it is, select what it is, and then select the permissions. Obviously, with a contract, you don't want them to be able to edit it, so don't tick that button. And then you can create the document. I'll show you one of mine as an example. So once it is created, this will come up as a blank screen for you, and you can insert your contract in here. If you need to adjust the permissions, you can come to properties and select the items that you want. Obviously, I want them to be able to see it. I want them to be able to sign and save. And if I want to save a copy for myself as a PDF or a doc, then I can do that by downloading from here. I recommend that everybody adds in a statement at the top using the macros. That's this insert button here. So what you can do is you can write a sentence like this. This contract is between, and then insert a macro, so celebrant's name, and macro couple's name for this package at this price. And if you put this sentence at the top and insert the macros, it means that when your contract is sent out to couples, the app will automatically pull that information in for you and put it at the top, so you don't manually have to do it yourself. Then to head back to your templates, just click the your profile button or the back arrow up the top. If you'd like to create a questionnaire to inform your script writing, you can also add a form here. And you put in the title and say, you know, this is a questionnaire or this is for my ceremony script. And then you can add your questions in. So when you add a question, type your question in the top. So for example, how would you like to be presented at the end of your ceremony? Select the type of answer that you want from the couple, and then you can provide an example answer if you like. So we might say Mr. and Mr. So-and-so. We might say the so-and-so, give some examples, save, and that will pop up here. If you need to edit or remove or adjust its position in your questionnaire, you can do that here. Obviously, at the moment, there's only one question, so you can't move it up and down, but once there are multiple questions, you'll be able to do that with the arrows. Now, I highly recommend that when you are creating a questionnaire, you structure your questions in a way that you would write your ceremony script. So things that you need at the beginning, put those questions first, middle, and end, because when this questionnaire is sent out to couples automatically with your package, they have the option, or they will fill it in and submit it to you. And then you have the ability to click a button that will then convert the questionnaire into a working document or an editable document for your ceremony script. So you don't have to copy and paste all of the answers from the questionnaire into a separate document. The app will just transfer all of that over for you. And if it's already in the order that you would write your script, it's going to save you a lot of time. Please remember to save your progress using the green button, and then you can head back to your templates. Now, if you don't want to start from scratch each time, you can clone documents or make a copy of them, and you can also delete them here as well. Now, once you have created your contracts and your questionnaires, then you can head back to those packages that you created before. You can click on the package that you've created, scroll down to the automatically add documents and forms, and select the ones that you want with this package. So for my registry package, I want my registry ceremony contract and my registry ceremony script. For my simple personalized ceremony, I want to add my simple personalized ceremony contract and my simple personalized ceremony questionnaire. So just make sure you select the correct templates. Now, once you have set up all of this, you can go to public view, and that will show you what it will look like to clients in the directory. And if I clicked the back button, but you can also click the edit button if you want to go back. And once you've done all of that, you've saved it, you feel really confident, you want it to be public. If you haven't already, please come down and tick the Find My Profile button. Now, once you've taken the time to set up your profile, so you've got your description about yourself, you've got your gallery, you've got your packages that are available to couples, and you've got your templates set up, so your contracts and your questionnaires. This is your back-end management sorted. and the app will automate so much of this for you that you will have heaps of time to dedicate to getting to know your couples and writing really awesome scripts for them. Once this is set up, you can come back and edit it at any time, but hopefully, it'll be good to go for you. So, yay, we're good to go. Let's pop onto the dashboard now. So click the My Celebrant icon. And this brings us to our dashboard. So this is an overview of all the things that we need to manage our ceremonies. You can see that we've got our first 5 ceremonies showing. We have our calendar, our to-do list, things related to our finances, and messages from couples. Unread messages from couples, I should say. So let's come into our ceremonies by clicking View All. Ceremonies are organised for you into inquiries, active ceremonies, completed ceremonies, and ceremonies that you have declined. They're in order of which ceremony is coming up first, and they show the couple's name, and they also show the next steps on the to-do list that are coming up for you or for them, and when the wedding is taking place. So let's find an example wedding to show you. Okay, so actually, it probably would be helpful to show you how to add in a new ceremony. So you may not be aware, but couples can either book through the app in the directory, or you can create a custom ceremony. So if you have lots of existing bookings already that you would like to add into the app so that you've got everything in one place, you can do so by clicking the Add New button here, or on your dashboard, you can click New Custom Ceremony. And when you do this, it will allow you to put in the couple's name and select the type of ceremony that they have booked with you. So I'll show you the test ceremony now. Dan is my husband and my name is Vic, so I've based it around us. So what I can do is I've created this new custom ceremony and I've put in the information that I know here. When I'm ready to invite the couple to their shared planning platform, I use the invite link. This is a unique link that can only be used once. So once the couple has signed up, then this link will no longer work for them, and they just need to sign in using their username and password. Once they have accepted this invite and signed up, the invite button will disappear from here and it will only show their names. Now, if you need the drop down arrow to archive a ceremony, it's up here. So if you're finished with it or it's not taking place, or if you need to check the history, so any changes that have been made, you can click here. Now, the couple sees this, the couple has got these tabs as well, the info, to-do list, chat, ceremony, and files, and they can see most of what's on the shared planning platform, unless you have chosen to change the permissions so that they cannot see something. So on the information page, you can fill in this information, or the couple can fill in this information. So it's just like the admin stuff that you need to know about the ceremony. When you put in the location here on the map, it will also correspond with the header at the top. So it will show you on the map where it is taking place. The to-do list that appears here is the one that is associated with this particular package that this couple has booked. Now, if you need to make changes for this particular couple, you can do so in here. You can add new tasks, or you can update the items that are already in here. Now, Dan and Vic, this pretend, my pretend couple, once they have signed up and they've got access to this shared planning platform, they'll be able to see all of the items on here except for the ones that are light and have the eye with the line through it, because those ones are hidden for the celebrant's eyes only. But they will be able to see everything else. This is really helpful because it means that they can track all of the things that need to be done in the lead up to their wedding. And the feedback that I've had about this is that it's really helped to relieve stress and help the couple to feel very organised and in control of their wedding planning. It also saves a lot of time as a celebrant because you don't need to be sending unnecessary messages all the time around what's coming up and what needs to happen. The information is just all here for both of you to check. Now, if something's upcoming, it will have a little orange tag, a little orange or yellow tag next to it, and it will count down from 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 days, and then it will change to overdue if it goes past the due date and it hasn't been completed. There is a chat box here, pretty straightforward, so you can message back and forth. If you need to attach a file, then that file will show up in the Files tab. So simply type in your message. Hey team, I'm really excited to celebrate with you. Please, what's Daisy? Please head along to the to-do list and start chipping away. Blah, blah, blah. Any questions, let me know, etc., etc. Send. Once they've seen it, the I will change to ticks, and it tells you what time that message has been sent. Ceremony tab. So you can see here that I've got a random assortment of information in here. This is not a fully constructed script, but it has been, I think what I've done previously is gone into the questionnaire and selected a whole lot of random things. But in the Files tab, my personalized ceremony script questionnaire has appeared here. The couple has gone into this. They have selected all of their answers, submitted it to me, and I have turned it into this editable document. Now, with the ceremony script, once you have changed it into an editable document, so the couple has submitted their questionnaire to you and you have converted it, then you may choose to hide the draft from the couple by coming to the options list, properties, and saying, hey, actually, I don't want the couple to be able to view or edit right now, and saving. And then perhaps when you've finished your first draft and you would like some feedback from the couple, you can come back in and say, yes, I would like them to be able to see it. And actually, I've got a few questions that I want them to comment on, so I'm going to allow them to edit it as well. If a couple has sent you some vows, perhaps they've uploaded their vows into the Files tab and they don't want each other to see them, then perhaps this is when you would also change the properties so that they cannot see it anymore. Up to you, depending on how you run your business. So you can see this is a bit of a mishmash, but usually when a questionnaire has been submitted, this will be full of all of their information that I could then go on to edit. In the Files tab, this is where our documentation arrives. So if you've added a contract and a questionnaire, when a couple books a particular package, those templates will be automatically added for them. If the couple has booked through the app, then an invoice will also be added. Alternatively, if you have added the couple to the app yourself because they are an existing booking, you can add in an invoice here. If you have some other documents that you might like to share, perhaps you have a vow guide or a readings guide or a rehearsal guide, then you can upload those files in here as well. I think that's pretty much everything. As a quick recap, so this is the shared platform that is created between you and the couple when they book through the app or when you add an existing booking to the app. They can see all of these things, so information they can edit, to-do list they can see everything except the items that you have changed the permissions of. Chat box, obviously they can communicate with you. Ceremony tab depends on those properties or permissions that you have set. And files, they can see everything here and they can add things as well. So they can upload their ID, they can upload their vows, they can upload their marriage documentation, like their marriage license and their copy of particulars, so that everything is all in one place. If you receive photos after a ceremony and you want to keep them in a safe place, you might like to upload them here as well. So this is your everything that you need with the couple to plan their ceremony. Let's come back to our dashboard. Now we also have a calendar here, so we can access the calendar up the top, or we can come to our calendar here, click view all. This will show us what's happening in November. If I've got it set as month view, you can flick through using the arrows, flick through the months. Everything that's on here with a blue dot is an item from a to-do list, and if I click that item, it will take me to the corresponding ceremony. And the ones that are in blue and bold, those are the actual wedding dates. If you need to add in rehearsals, or if you need to block out dates because you're personally booked or unavailable, you can add them up here by putting in a description and the time. Now the calendar corresponds with the directory, so if you do block out times in here, it means that when somebody searches for you in the directory on that date and time, you will not show up for them. If you don't want to see all of the to-do list items, you can untick this box and it will remove them for you and only show the weddings that you have booked. If you prefer to view it as a list, you can look at it in this format. Again, if you want to-do list items, you can tick those so that they show up as well. It's entirely up to you. Come back to our dashboard. Now the to-do list, that just corresponds with the calendar, with that list view. So if you click view all, it's going to take you to your list. Now balance and invoices, these both relate to your finances. So you can either click view all, or you can come up to the finances tab, and that has everything that you need. So if you want to manage your subscription, you can do that in here. Please note that monthly and annual subscriptions both have a 30-day free trial built into them, and you can cancel or pause at any time. Just come in here. Balance is only applicable to you if you are using PayPal as an option for your invoicing. I don't personally use PayPal because I don't want to pay a transaction fee, so therefore my account balance is 0. However, if you are using PayPal, then when a couple pays you through the app, then the balance will show up here. Invoices, this is a list of your invoicing that is automatically created by the app, or you have manually added to a ceremony. So it tracks it all here for you. And again, if you're using PayPal, then this will show you the money that has been paid out to you by the app. And finally, on our dashboard, we have our messages. So you can see here that I have 2 unread messages from this couple. And if I had multiple unread messages, they would be stacked on top of each other with the number of unread messages in the red box. Once I've opened this message, if I click on this, it will take me to their ceremony and show me the chat box so I can then respond to them. So everything you need all in one place. I think that's pretty much everything that you need to know. Just to wrap up a couple of things. So for me to streamline my business, I now use the My Celebrant app for everything. So on my own website, I direct everybody to the app to book with me, and all of my social media directs couples to the app to book with me so that I'm not having to use multiple platforms to manage my business. I like to have everything all in one place. If you are really interested in using my Celebrant app and you would like some resources to help you, so if you would like logos, if you would like a booking policy, if you would like things to use on your social media, I have a Google Drive folder available that I can share with you that has that content in there. Please just ask. What else? I guess the only other thing that I would like to say is that this project has been a real labour of love, and we're really excited to have it to this point now where we've got celebrants and couples on board. The feedback is very positive. You only have to look at the Google reviews or head along to our Instagram page at My Celebrant app to see that feedback that's coming through. And the beautiful thing about it is that we really, really want to make this the best possible experience for you. So if you have any suggestions of ways that we can improve, or anything that you'd like to see, or if you need any support at all to get anything set up, then I'm only a message away and I am here to help you. So please reach out at any time. Thank you so much for being part of our awesome group of celebrants. It's a real pleasure to have you here. Thank you.